basically, we could just see theoretically a mass exodus, like, because if
It's
we have to
possible.
decide, as a project where we want
Yep.
to, what we want to support, right? We have to decide, like, I mean, we're probably not going. It doesn't make sense for us to support both. That's weird, probably.
I have no. I mean, I'm going to support both with Hex. You know, I don't want to see cheap Hex anywhere. But if the market decides that they just like the P Hex better, okay. You know, you don't know what the market's going to decide. So, and you know, if you're a founder, you might have more deciding power depending on how your project's structured. Like, there's a lot of projects out there that have admin keys. So for projects that have admin keys, you know, you got to beg that guy to leave the front end up. You got to beg that guy not to steal your money. And then you got to beg that guy, like, hey, can you choose the better network? A lot of begging involved. For me, crypto is about not begging anybody for anything. Permissionless innovation is what cryptocurrency is about for me. I wanted to mention this to you because it's super important. The Uniswap people invented something very cool. They duct taped on the Uni token, which has no relevance to the actual project, which is stupid, unfortunately. But hey, it made people really rich, so fine. Made a lot of hexagons really rich. Hexagons made millions and millions and millions of dollars on that Uniswap airdrop. So thank you for that, guys. People love their duct taped on tokens. The Uniswap project will be receiving more benefit on Pulse because we're rewarding the original founders of things because their keys and their projects work on Pulse. Whereas other things that start empty, like Matic and BSC, make copycats that get rich. So QuickSwap's fork of Uniswap got to get rich on Matic instead of Uniswap. PancakeSwap on BSC got to get rich instead of Uniswap. And how is that a better world? Is it a better world that the copycats get to make all the money? Maybe, but it seems to me like letting the original founder guys have a chance at making some money seems nice because it was their invention, you know? So I think the concept that you're going to have real Uniswap on the Pulse network is pretty awesome. Now, you'll likely also have a bunch of other successful fork things of Uniswap v2. I'm, you know, probably going to make one myself. So, but it's still nice to know that the original Uniswap guys have a chance to compete and make some money on the network. But they're not making anything on BSC, and they're not making anything on Matic.
You are forking Uniswap, right?
Yeah, everything. Well, we're going to fork Uniswap just because basically when the network launches, like, a bunch of PRC20s get harvested to equalize the increased supply of the Pulse. So you have to fix the ratios, and then that thing's going to have a bunch of PRC20s, and then it should probably stick them in an automated market maker somewhere. And whether that's Uniswap or something else, you know, Uniswap still does have an admin key that can turn on a 15% tax. So if that transaction's done before they can turn on their tax, then it's okay. But, like, I don't really like the risk of them being able to turn on a tax whenever. So I think Uniswap v2 fork with the tax button turned on ahead of time or with no tax is a nice idea.